Good morning and welcome back to another daily vlog in the woods where, as you can hear, it's raining. I may have slept in a little bit. It's currently 6 o'clock and last night we didn't empty the van because it was just so rammed in here. So I've got up, made myself a cup of tea, and I need to start moving things. Now, I have actually managed to clear a space out very quickly in here, and I apologise for flickering because of the lights, but we can now walk in here, and I've stacked up these boxes in the corner with semi-organised, but we'll probably have to go through this later. But temporarily, I've created enough space in this room for us to bring stuff through. I look absolutely shattered, oh my God. I'm still not really completely with it, but I'm going to empty the van now, probably run a bit of a time lapse and get soaked by the sounds of things. And what can go in here can go in here. It looks messier than it actually is in this room, but it's mainly because of these big items. Once you take this and this out, all of this space is completely empty. Ideally that wants to go in there, but I just don't have the space in there right now. Like in my mind, when I originally did all this, I was like, oh, we can lay the bed out and use the bed in there, but the bed will take up a lot of room, so it's kind of one of those. It'd be really good to have a fold-out bed in this room. Like if we had a sofa that turned into a bed, that would be perfect. But I think at some point today, we need to rejig this room. If I can shift these boxes out the way, then the bed will actually fit in this corner quite nicely. Because at the moment, if you watched yesterday's vlog, you'll know that we're currently living out of a caravan and a tent box because it's just easier for Lily because she sleeps in bed with us at the moment. And I think I just think because this room is completely renovated, it's not the tidiest in the world, but it's a sound square room. It's very white, but if we lay our bed out, it's going to be very comfortable, and it saves me having to get the tent box out every single day. And having to put it away if I want to use my car. It's kind of inconvenient in that regard. Don't get me wrong, it's a comfortable night's sleep. Tent box is great, but I think we'd be better off in here. So we do need to try and sift through and organise this room today, and just rejig things around a little bit. But right, I think I might be getting a little soaked, but I need to tidy all of this up and get this emptied because in literally an hour, I have got to return this van, which is why I'm up so early. Don't want to start my day here. And I don't even think I've checked what today's, like, uploading today's vlog and editing it and stuff. So the quicker I get this done, the quicker I can have a look at the vlog for today and get that all sorted. Oh my lordy. Right, I'm going to put you on the tripod and we are going to get this van empty. Done. Holy moly. I don't even know what the time is, but I'm glad it's done so I can return the van. It is now 6:45. Oh, that took me 45 minutes to do, but fortunately I've got a little bit of time, probably about half an hour before I need to drive that back to Enterprise in Banbury, because that's where I rented it from. So in the meantime, I've got my laptop out and I've found my hard drive last night, so I very quickly have a look at today's vlog and see if I did anything for it. I don't think I have, so I'm going to try and crack on with that a little bit. But yeah, when we go back and drop this off, I do need to nip back into the bungalow and just chase out two walls. It shouldn't take me very long at all. I think Jess is going to tidy up some odd bits and bobs like a line around and just give the place a general clean, and then yeah, that's it. Today is the day we say goodbye to the bungalow. In other news, I am so happy. I have already edited the vlog for today. So I'm going to give it a watch back now, set it up for render, and I can get it uploaded and ready. Unfortunately, because I've left it a little late, the guys over on Patreon probably won't get it too much earlier than when it's going live. But I'm glad that the vlog for today is sorted. It gives me a little bit of a chance to set up my desk later and get ready for tomorrow's vlog. Oh, the grind. But right, with that now rendering, I need to get in the van and I need to go. It's 7:30, and I think it takes me about 25-30 minutes to get back there. I also need to get diesel on the way, so right, let's get in this thing and just get there, because I do not want to be charged for bringing the van back late or something like that. So whew. I can't lie, I kind of wish I was keeping this, because it is actually a really nice van. It's nice to drive. It's going to be very, very handy to have a van in the future, but I have my eyes kind of set on a pickup, so we'll see. When the time comes, I'll decide then. But right, let's drive to Banbury and get this thing dropped off. Terrible transition, but I am now in Banbury. And Jess had to leave a little bit after me because she had to sort the kids out, and then she got stuck behind an Ocado van. So, and she had to get diesel as well. So yeah, she's about 15 minutes away. I'm going to try and basically walk as far as I can. I don't want to walk all the way home because that is a long, long walk, but figured I might as well cover some distance. Saves me just standing around for like 15-20 minutes whilst I wait for like a brisk walk in the morning. And just like that, my taxi has arrived as it started to rain. Talk about perfect timing. Now let's go to the bungalow. I think we're going to have a shower and freshen up a little bit, and I'm going to chase out the wiring, like chases that I need to do in our bedroom. Oh, I've just remembered. Oh, I left a sheet in the back of the van. Oh, that's annoying. It's fine. I've got two at home anyway, or 2 at the bungalow at least. Van got checked over, completely fine. Very happy. Get my deposit back in a couple of days. Really nice van actually. The one thing I will say about it is it's got lane assist. So if you ever slightly get close to the line, it swings you back into lane, and it kind of feels like you're driving a boat sometimes because it just does it for you, which is a bit odd. I remember speaking to my uncle about it, and he says he's got lane assist on his pickup, and it does the same thing. Yeah, it's very bizarre. Like, don't get me wrong, all the features, it's quite nice. I had the Skoda when we went to Switzerland, and it had the same kind of thing, but the one in the Skoda didn't pull you back into lane, whereas the van would swing you back in, and it because it's such a big vehicle, it kind of does feel a bit wavy and a little bit like a boat. But yeah, really, really nice van. I quite liked having that one. We have made it to the bungalow, and we're all just chilling in Benjamin's old room because it's clean, and Lily actually has some space to crawl around. Because unfortunately at the new place there's not really anywhere for her to crawl at the moment. Are you coming to Daddy? Are you coming here then? Come here. God, she's so cute. Alright, it's time for me to crack on, put a sheet down in this room and chase from there across to there, and then from there up to the attic. Sheets down, lines marked out, tripod ready. Let's gear up and get some chasing done. Okay, chasing is now complete in this room. Whilst I waited for the dust to settle, I look like a bit of a chicken right now, but I went up into the attic and I did the wiring, so everything's all sorted out now. We are basically done. It's just tidying up and then we can leave. Unfortunately, we had planned on having a shower here, but the boiler's not like kicking in. I don't know, it's because I've had it on a timer. It's just not heating the water, which is a bit annoying. So I'm gonna wrap up things here and then head back home and see if we can get the water fixed in the caravan, because that's also not working. So yeah, fun times. I've also just discovered my GoPro ran out of battery, which is a bit annoying. So I actually have no idea how much of this I filmed, but I mean, I filmed it the other day anyway, doing the other room, so it's all those. Bad at this filming malarkey. You'd think it'd be better considering I've done it for like 14 years, but anyways, that is all she wrote for this place. It has served as a lovely home for, I don't know, 6-7 months. I've learned a lot here. Especially how to do things the right way, and not to cut corners and go into skirt boards like I did, but it's all ready for the sparks to come in now. And yeah, it's a bit sweet. Jess was like, oh, you're going to miss it. And I'm like, to be honest, not really. Like, she's like, are you sad to leave? And I'm like, no, I am, however, going to miss the shower with the pump. Hopefully we can get that sorted at the new place. But yeah, learned how to plumb here, fitted a pump in here. First time, redirected water, completely replumbed the bathroom, rewired a lot of the house. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever forget the Christmas we had here with the fire on. It's been good. I think I'm going to be back for one more final trip because our car is completely rammed full of stuff. And I just need to do a bit of a skip run, to be honest, to get rid of some random bits and bobs lying around, especially in the garden. But yeah, let's get home, get some food, because I am starving. Back at home sweet home. And a swift reminder that we have so much to do. Oy. First on my agenda is to make a cup of tea. But after that, I am going to connect the water up, finally. I have everything I need to do it. But the reason I want to do that first is because after I've finished connecting up the water, I'm going to fog bomb the house again, or smoke bomb it. I picked up some more of these, learned a lot about this yesterday, that these basically just kill the adults, but they don't stop the cycle. So all of like the nests and larvae or whatever it's called, they all still hatch and come back, especially after hoovering. So I've got that. That's going to kill everything. I'm going to go smoke bomb the house. I've only got 4 this time. I'm not going to do the whole house because I've done it already. So I'm going to fog bomb it, but I also have a spray coming that does a similar thing, but that does stop the life cycle. So that'll help me reach places that I might miss, whereas the spray, I need to go through and spray like all of the cracks in the floorboards or under the skirting boards or anywhere where they could get their little creepy bodies and hatch out. So the spray is meant to be very effective at completely killing the cycle. It said worst case scenario, if that doesn't work, then repeat the process in like 7 to 10 days. But fingers crossed, now that we have a better idea of what we're doing, this does the job, because I really can't afford to get someone to come out and do it. I'm gonna have to DIY this one. But anyways, first things first, we need to plumb in the water and hope that works. Also, side note, whilst I am happy with how this looks, I'm kind of annoyed at myself for doing this because I have no bench to actually do things at, which is annoying from me yesterday. Satisfying to look at, but totally not practical, so I'll need to clean that up at some point today. First things first, let's go into the house. I've got my hazmat suit on, and let's get this all plumbed in. I'm going to work from inside the house out, I think, is probably the easiest way to do it. I also left all the windows open, forgot about that. Okay, right, this stop tap does work. All of this needs cleaning up, but it doesn't need to be done right this minute. I think I'm going to take this joint off, add my T onto the end of this, and then reconnect this pipe here. But I've turned the stop tap off and no water is coming out. I just tested it on that. So, should be fairly easy. Note to self, never say things are fairly easy, or like a little easy. What I have done is binned off the house. The house is no longer connected at all, and I have redirected the water out the wall, as you can see by the fairly bendy pipe. I need to pin it all, but for now, this is the situation. Stupid me didn't realise that this is being reduced down to 15 mil, as you can see by this little pipe walking up the wall. I say stupid me because I didn't cater for the fact that I might have to reduce the pipe size. So yeah, it is. And what I'm going to do now is essentially I have hooked it up to the trench piping in a very temporary manner, and I'm going to turn it on and see if I get water up the other end, and if basically my piping has all worked. If it has, I can then go out, maybe not today, but I don't know what the time is, but potentially go out and go and get the rest of the things to properly put this together, because as of right now, the house has no water, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know how long the house can be without water for. I mean, the heating's not on and there's no reason for there to be water in here, but yeah. Anyways, let me turn it on and let's see if it works. The moment of truth. A lot of air. Okay, right. Stop. Okay. Need to think about a drain situation. But the tap works and the pressure is very, very good. All right, in an effort to do this house properly, I am not going to leave it as it is. I'm gonna go nip out now and go see if I can find some of the fixings I need to do it properly. I have tried to find these fixings, which are, they're called like barbed compression fixings. And this is what was on there currently. Now, most places nowadays all use the speed fixings, which are just like normal, like little pipe inserts. I think I may have shown them in a previous vlog. I don't have one to hand right now. But I don't think these are as readily to come by, because I've checked all of the local stores and plumb shops and stuff and I can't find any of them. So instead of using these, what I'm going to do, take them with me just in case. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to have to replace the stop tap, which I will show you when I get back. But I have a feeling what I'm going to have to do is a live connection on the stop tap, put a new stop tap on it, and then I know everything from the mains into the house is completely new. I think. I'll figure it out. I can't take too long because I still need to do that. Okay, I have been and got a stop tap. Now, to do this live, what that means is that I'm going to take the current stop tap off, and I won't be able to stop the water from coming out of the pipe, which means it's live. So, I've not done this before. However, I understand how it works in theory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this pipe at the top into my tap that is running up here. Have that all fitted. Make sure it's open. I'm going to remove the old one and put this one on, so the water should flow straight through this into my existing pipe, thus preventing too much water from going everywhere. Because obviously if I have this closed, the moment I put this on, it's going to be like putting your thumb on the end of a tap. It's like on the end of a hose. It's going to spurt everywhere. That is in theory what I'm going to do. Whether it works is a completely different story. But in the situation where I get water everywhere, I have my wet vac and I will do my best to keep it from flooding. To be perfectly honest, I'm in a brick skinned room with tiled flooring, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm not going to be doing any damage because of the room, so I will have to air this and let it dry out. But there's no time like the present. Let's just give it a go. All right, my water's off. We're going to disconnect this, which is probably going to get water everywhere, to be honest. What's that? Actually, not that bad. Okay, that needs to come off. That's going to come off. Then we're going to take my tea. This is the insert I was talking about. That literally just goes in the bottom there, and then that it goes onto there. Right, let me just, yeah, that's the right way. Tighten this, actually. Let me double check real quick if that in fact is open. If I run water through that, it doesn't go through. It was already open. So turn this way. Now if I run water through it, that is open. Okay, it's open. Now we're going to put that into there. Tighten it up. That's on. That's not going to go anywhere. Okay. Now for the messy part. I'm so nervous about this bit. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, Jesus. Okay. So. By the way, I'm probably going to have to turn the Hoover on, and it's going to be loud, so I apologise. Just the hose to get bloody blocked. Holy moly! I may have got a little bit wet. Well, I did it, and it works. Jesus, what am I doing? At least I didn't flood the house. You know, this was not on my bingo card for today. It just wasn't. I was like, super easy, just cut some pipe, turn the stop tap off, connect up a T, and then hook up the water. Did I think I was going to be doing a live mains change on the house? No, no, I didn't. Honestly, honest review, as you probably saw, it started pissing water out, and I panicked, and I was like, my mind was like, Hoover, I need to get the Hoover on, so the water's coming, it's going somewhere, otherwise it would have just filled the house. And then when I was like, for some reason, I don't know why, I decided to try and attach the Hoover hose to the live mains coming out, like that was going to actually help me at all. And then my brain flicked on, and I put the Hoover on the ground so it was sucking up the water. And then just did the live change. I'll be honest, when it first started coming out, I was like, oh, it's not too bad. And then it just got progressively worse from there. Anyways, now that we have a stop tap on here, I'm going to dry this off and just make sure it's all properly sealed and I've got no leaks. Then I'm going to turn it off, and here I'm going to put my T. So I'll take the pipe comes out of this, it'll go into a T, which will go off to this, and then I'll tee off and it'll go into this. So yeah, I'll have basically a T here, one that goes this way to that, and then one that goes that way to the house. Assuming that the stop tap does work and doesn't leak at all, because it's kind of hard to tell if I was doing it 100% correctly, because it was literally gushing water everywhere. I think we're okay. I just need to let this this room air out. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I don't have to worry about fleas. Fleas are probably like the least of my concern at this point. But once I've got this all sorted and I know that the wall is properly hooked up and done, then I can focus on bombing the house and everything else that I've got to do today, like set up my office. I should not have done this today, really, because Jess is also having troubles with the caravan. The caravan pump is not working, so we have no water in the caravan. So she's literally just about to go out now and try and find a new pump to replace the one that's broken. So yeah, there is that. Fun and games. But progress has been made. We have a brand new stop tap. I've got a T off there to take me into the garden, a T that comes off and goes into the house. It is on a reducer because it drops down to 20 mil water pipe, and then it drops down again to 15 mil. Now my nan said that the water pressure in this house isn't very good, and I wonder if it's because the house is primarily plumbed with 15 mil like copper pipes, because you get significantly less water from a 15 mil pipe than you do from a 22 mil pipe. So I won't know for 100% sure until we start ripping out the bathroom and I have a look in there, because you don't need, like, you have 15 mil, which is a smaller pipe, and then 22 mil. You don't need 22 mil on like a kitchen tap, for example, but on a bath it's quite handy to have 22 mil because of the sheer amount of water you're trying to draw out. So I need to follow the pipe work and see how it all works, but for the time being, water is hooked up, works, no leaks so far. We'll have to keep an eye on it. And I have my tap at the top now connected, house is reconnected. All that's left to do now is bug bomb it, let it air out after that, and then spray and try and get rid of the fleas. What a day. Now I do need to come back and clip this to the wall and tidy it up, because obviously it's just a bit loosey-goosey at the moment. But until I am 100% confident with the water, like from there all the way up to the top, that there is no leaks and stuff like that, I'm going to leave it loose so I can come back and sort it out later. Same with inside the house, in the pantry where the water mains comes in. Until I know for sure that there's no leaks, I'm not going to bother clipping it to the wall because it could do with being clipped. Especially considering that this piece of wood here has got like nails and stuff sticking all out the back of it, and I don't want it to damage the pipe. So I might come back later on, take the wood off and clip that to the wall. Anyways, before I continue, I'm going to take 5 minutes to dry off a little bit, swap my incredibly soaked gloves out, and re-gear up to go and deflee the house. I've got to go in there. I'm not probably going to be able to film much. I'll probably do what I need to do and then show like the smoke bomb going off in the conservatory, because I need to hoover the whole house and can't really show that. It's not very interesting to watch me hoover the house, especially when there's nothing on the floor to be hoovering. But the hoovering helps vibrate the floor, which awakens the babies. Oh dear. I've just watched the clip back of me fitting the stop tap in, and the pipe insert fell out. I've got to do it again. Oh, I thought I was done. Oh, that's so annoying. Right. Well, I know what to expect this time. Shit. Oh my good lordy. Send help. Right. Whilst this appears to look fine, it isn't, because this keeps the pipe stiff and stops it from compressing, because it's quite a soft pipe, it's plastic. So eventually, over time, this could either leak or the pressure could fail and so on. So I am going to have to take it off and put this in. I'm just not ready for this, am I? Right, that's there. I'm going to turn the hoover on whilst I do this, just to try and funnel out some of the water that's going to go everywhere, and hopefully try and catch some in that bucket. Here we go. Well, that couldn't have gone much worse if I'd tried. Oh no, it could have gone worse actually. I might not have been able to actually seal it, and then it just would have continued to leak. But what I did was flood the ground floor of the house. I got there in the end. Unfortunately, the reason the phone cut out is I was recording for so long, the storage of my phone got full, so it cut out. I do apologise about that. I would have liked to capture it all, but it was mostly a lot of panic and being like, oh, it's getting quite deep now. Yeah, that was not an enjoyable experience, I can't lie. It is now successfully connected the correct way to do it. However, if this experience has taught me anything, is that I'm going to get a plumber to come out and check that for me, because a plumber will not only be able to do it properly, but they will also know how to turn the water off to the house, so they don't have to deal with a live connection like that. Although they might do, I don't really know what they do, but just for peace of mind, I'm going to get someone to come out and have a look at it, because when it's spraying water everywhere and you have to get the insert in, make sure the rubber seal is in the stop, which and screwed in. It's a lot to think about when there's water going everywhere, and it's progressively getting deeper, and so on. Yeah, it's quite a challenging one, that. I am all for giving things a go, but I also know when to call it quits, so I am going to, I've got it on. The bottom line is it's on, it's connected, and it's not leaking. It may leak in the future because I may have done something like not correct, but the insert's in, the rubber seal's on, and it's all screwed on tightly, which leads me to believe that it should be okay. But for peace of mind, I am going to get someone out to come and look at it. I did flood the ground floor, I'm not joking. You can actually see there how far the water came. Bearing in mind that in the pantry, the tiles in the kitchen are a higher level to the ground floor of the pantry. So had to get quite deep for the water to get into the kitchen for it then to go for the rest of the house. I have spent the last half an hour to an hour maybe, like using my wet vac to get the water off the ground floor. I could do with a mop, so I can just go around and mop it all up, just to make sure that I don't cause any damage, because water can be really damaging to your house, obviously. But all the windows are open. Fortunately, it's in the middle of summer, so things should dry out. But crikey, it's 5:30. I don't even know if we've solved the solution to the water in the caravan just yet. And I think as much as I would like to bug bomb the house today, I think I'm just going to take it easy for the rest of the day, because crikey, oh my days, what an adventure. Oh boy. Well, Jess and Lily are home, and she has had a great success and got us a new pump for the caravan, so we now have running water again. I don't know if it's like what happened to the old one, but I kind of think that because it was running on empty for so long, maybe it knackered the pump, because it does say explicitly on there not to do that. So we've got a new pump in now. She did say at the caravan place they suggested getting like another type of pump that basically means you never have to like fill a barrel up. It just takes it straight off the mains, fills that barrel up as we use water, but it's like another 30 quid on top of the money that we've already spent on that. So yeah, I don't know yet. I'm trying to be really, really cautious about the money that we spend on just bits and bobs, because funds are running quite low and we've only just started. Also, as I've had a little break, about an hour just to chill out and get my mind straight, I went out and bought, speaking of money, went out and bought an adapter for the hose lock so I can actually put it on this. This is obviously all turned on now, and we can finally use the hose. I did a test on this tap with the, like, because it obviously comes straight off the mains, straight up to here, so it's as fresh as it's going to be off the road. And the rating was a lot higher, which is good. So if we want to drink out this tap, I could just take the hose off it and then just drink on it. I do want to see if I can get like a food safe pipe, because technically speaking, you can't. Okay, well, you've got to be careful about that. Technically speaking, you can't drink out of hose water because the hose has got a special lining in it or something like that. What did I do to do that? Oh, okay. If you... That's not a very good connection, is it? Anyways, it works. We're going to have some dinner, and then I am going to run a time lapse of me nuking this room, because by the end of today, I want to be able to sit at a desk. And so does Jess, because Jess got work tomorrow. So, right, get some food. Food was lovely. Time to clear this, because as nice as it is having all my stuff out, I need the space to be a bit more practical. I will come back and organise it so I've got like a nice workspace, but for the time being, I need to focus on the garage, because as I said before, me and Jess both need our desks as soon as possible. So I'm going to utilise my workbench and start stacking boxes on there to empty out of here, then I can pull stuff back in and organise it. As I just want to focus on getting this room cleared, I'm going to put you on a tripod and just roll a time lapse.
I had a dream we were popping in hotels, one hand around the bottle, gripping it like I'm Odell. Was up inside a session with some legends, show and tell, and everything was good till it wasn't. Oh well, when opening my eyes, I woke up on my bedroom floor, staring at the ceiling with the clock 4:30, and caught a feeling I've been reeling from this once before, and had to get my out the door, man. So dear mama, I promise I've been at it on a right path. Apologies for times I never write back. It's all good out in Cali, separate from Valley, soul searching, couch surfing, drifting at the Maui.
Well, I have tried to clear this room. I mean, look at the state. Oh, honestly, I have no idea how we're gonna do this. Remember that day when you slept in the garage? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, my bed is a lot bigger than I anticipated. I probably should have measured it before, but in my head I was like, oh, this will fit here, Jess's desk will go there, and it does all fit. Granted, there is like just a wall of just stuff. But if we need to kip in here, then we can do, because as I said, like, having to get a tent box out, I can't see us sleeping in a tent for 3 months. It's just not feasible. But what I think I'm going to do is, now that I've got the bed down, I'm probably going to put more like living stuff just on the bed for now. We're not going to sleep on it tonight because Lily's already like tucked away in the tent box, and the tent box is still out, so we might as well just use it. But I think Jess has got like several bin bags of clothes there. Benjamin's mattress, like what is that called? Beanbag. His beanbag and other like bits and bobs like that. The bed gives us like a soft area, quote unquote, to put, like, get clothes out and find something. And then a lot of the other stuff in this room can come out. Like, there's a bunch of stuff here that can go in the attic. It's a bit hard to get in the attic right now, but a lot of it doesn't need to be in this room. So whilst it does look still quite messy, it allows me to basically use this as a bedroom. Like, as a bedroom, if I need to sleep in here, we can sleep in here. But it will free up both the desks, because I'll clear off those and we can set up our desks. And then on top of that, because the room is now clear and it's all stacked over there, we can come in, grab a box, go through it, organise it, take stuff out, and slowly but surely chip away at all the boxes. Because there's stuff in those boxes that just aren't serving any purpose, or they just don't need to be out here, they can be out there, and vice versa. So yeah, one thing I do want to do is work my way out of this room into the garage. And even though I did somewhat organise the garage in the last vlog, I want to go through there and proper rejig things, so my DIY stuff doesn't take up so much space, because at the moment it's taking up a large portion of the lean-to, and there are areas of the lean-to which are dry, where plastic boxes can go. Now you might think, oh, they're in plastic containers or like plastic boxes, they can just go out there. But the thing is, water will pool, and some of them are cracked, and if like water leaks in, it's just going to damage all our stuff. So right now I feel very comfortable having it in this space where I know it's dry. But this is all temporary anyway, because the moment we get rid of all of the fleas and the crap that's going on with the house, once the house is flea free, I can start storing stuff in the house, and we can take, like I said, take a box, take it down to the house and start storing stuff down there, and it'll free up this end. But for right now, yeah, we're quite literally living out of the box. It's a bit of a mad one, but I'm going to wrap up today's vlog here. It's getting really late, as you can see out the door. It is pitch black. It gets so dark here because we're in the middle of nowhere. But I had a chat with the neighbour today, which was good. He showed me around some of his garden and some of his buildings and stuff, and showed me where I'm having problems on my side that's coming into his side and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been a productive evening. I will continue cracking all this stuff tomorrow. It's going to be a bit of a different vlog tomorrow in terms of it won't be so full on doing stuff like today. Was absolutely, what a mad day it's been. Like, the thing I started off with like unloading the van and ended it by flooding the house and then sorted this room out. It's been a crazy day. But tomorrow I've got to take Benjamin to hospital, and we have a special guest arriving tomorrow as well, which will be nice. Hopefully they can alleviate some of the stress that is on my shoulders, because like, God help me, Rod was so useful for the few days that he came over to help. So yeah, having an extra pair of hands makes such a difference. But if you are someone who is enjoying these vlogs, then make sure you leave a thumbs up. I'm sure this vlog was much longer than it needed to be. I can only apologise for that. But I don't know, maybe you guys like longer vlogs. I honestly just still don't see how people are going to keep up with them every day. But yeah, we'll trial it, and we'll go from there. Thank you very much to the Patreon guys. I am doing my best to try and keep on top of the vlogs being early there for you guys, but as you can see, it's kind of difficult in my current situation, so just bear with me. But as always, been around. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall catch you guys in the next one, where we'll find out if my plumbing work has leaked in the house. Peace, much love. Bye bye. Can you say dada? Da 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 da. Da 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 da.